Good evening. I'm still reporting on Minnesota fraud. As of December 13th, 2025, Minnesota is at the center of one of the largest welfare and pandemic relief fraud cases in U.S. history. An estimated $1 billion or more stolen from taxpayer funded programs designed to feed children, treat autism, and stabilize housing. This isn't bureaucratic error or oversight lapses. It's brazen, organized thievery on a scale never before seen. Fraudsters, largely from the Somali community, set up hundreds of shell nonprofits and fake service sites, submitted phony claims for services and meals that never happened, and pocketed the cash for luxury cars, lakefront mansions, and overseas transfers. The breakdown of the theft. Feeding Our Future, the flagship scheme, with at least 250 to $300 million stolen from federal child nutrition programs during COVID. Defendants created over 250 ghost meal sites, billed for millions of non existent meals, and laundered the money. Founder Aimee Bach and dozens of others face decades in prison, over 60 convictions already. Autism therapy, EIDBI, and housing aid, an additional 500 to 700 million siphoned through fake billing and shell companies. One building alone housed 22 fraudulent firms billing 8 million. The total proven losses 800 million. Federal estimates exceed 1 billion, with only about 75 million recovered so far. Funds were wired abroad via Hawala networks, some to Somalia. The terror financing probe. The U.S. Treasury, under the Secretary Scott Bessent, is actively investigating whether stolen money indirectly funded Al Shabaab, the Al Qaeda affiliated terror group in Somalia. Hawala transfers in the region are often taxed by the group, potentially funneling millions to terrorists. No direct charges yet, but the probe is serious. Democratic leadership's role. Critics lay heavy blame on Governor Tim Walz, crazy Tim Walz with the dancing and everything, and Representative Ilhan Omar, whose district is ground zero. Walz's administration ignored massive red flags, whistleblowers, skyrocketing claims, and warnings, and more than likely was totally involved up to his neck in it. This avoided accusations of racism. Nonprofits threatened discrimination suits, and the state voluntarily resumed payments. Incredible. Whistleblowers faced retaliation, audits were delayed, hundreds of DHS employees have publicly called Walz 100% responsible. Some defendants had photos with Walz or Omar or donated to their campaigns. Funds later returned. Walz deflects to COVID chaos and claims the state has appointed a fraud director and recovered some money. Omar calls terror links false smears. The political firestorm and Trump's response. Republicans are hammering it as proof of failed oversight and immigration policies. President Trump has labeled Minnesota as a hub of fraudulent money laundering, tying it to Somali refugee programs and vowing aggressive cleanups, including revoking temporary protective status for Somalis. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer is demanding documents from Walz and AG Keith Ellison by December 17th, probing cover-ups and retaliation against whistleblowers. This scandal is a primary opportunity for accountability. Root out the networks, claw back billions, and tighten controls. If not crushed decisively now, while Trump has the leverage to do the heavy lifting, the damage could become permanent, eroding trust in welfare systems and signaling open season for more theft nationwide. It's outright thievery, and the clock is ticking to stop it cold. I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of world freedom. Good evening.